Hello, boys and girls. It's Mr. Ernest again. My apologies for my absence. We've recently had an interesting development in our lives. We got a puppy. And as it turns out, puppies take a tremendous amount of time and energy. So that has been my focus, but now I have some time to do another video with you. So we are continuing our African safari. And one of these animals is very interesting because it has been around for a very, very long time. These animals have existed since the dinosaur days. And I'll give you a hint. If you go to Garrettson Elementary, it's very similar to our mascot, but it's not quite the same. That's right. It's not an alligator, it's a crocodile. Crocodiles and alligators look very similar, except one thing is that crocodiles are much bigger and much meaner. So what? Let's see. Let's find the head. I'm thinking it's going to be looking this way. So I'm going to put the head over here, maybe a little further back over here, because one thing to remember is it has a long snout, a long body, and a long tail. So that's why my paper is side to side like this. So I don't want to put the eyes too far this way, or else there's not going to be enough room for the snout. So first, I'm going to do this for the eyes. It's almost like an M, isn't it? And underneath this little arch, I'm making a circle, and then underneath this little arch, I'm making a circle. And let's continue from there. Let's go forward. So this is the top of the snout. And right here, this is where the nose is. So from here we're going to continue back. Continue back. Looks like this one's going to be smiling too. Okay, now let's do the bottom jaw. This is the top jaw. This is the bottom jaw. And it's going to go down because they got big bellies. So alligators and crocodiles are very interesting because when they open their mouths, it's not their bottom jaws that go down, it's their top jaws that go up. So right now, go ahead and open your mouth up. You notice that the top of your head stays still, but your bottom jaw is what moves. So for us, this is what moves, but for them, this is what moves. And the reason for that, all day long, they are on their bellies. So if they want to open their mouth, it's going to be like that. So if they could only move their bottom jaw, I can't move it because it's on the ground. I can't move it down because it's on the ground already. So they move the top. All right, I think one of the legs is going to be right here. So this is how I'm going to make the leg. They're not like lions or zebras or anything like that. They don't have long legs. They have little legs. See how small that leg is? So small. Remember what we've been talking about? We have the other leg in the background. It's a little bit smaller. So let's continue. So we have this line here, invisible line, invisible line. Okay, let's keep it going this way. You know what? I think the other leg is going to be back here. So the leg's a little bit different. Do you see how I, instead of having it go straight down, it's kind of an arch. Kind of goes over like that. But the foot's the same. It goes back, goes up, and it goes over like that. You see it? And of course, we're going to have the other foot over here. And then, okay, here's this line, invisible line, invisible line, invisible line. And then we're going to keep it going. Now, normally goodness, not their legs. Normally their tails are a bit longer and it would go all the way off the paper. But I don't think we need to do that today. I'm going to have it curl up a little bit. Okay, let's start from this end. So I'm thinking not all the way at the top of the ridge of the eye, not at the bottom, right in the middle. I'm going to go, and I'm going to go up, down, spike, forward, up, down, spike, up, down, spike. So up, down, forward, up, down, forward, up, down, forward. It's kind of repetitive, which is kind of relaxing. Now you notice that they're not too big, but I'm making them evenly spaced apart as best as I can. It can be a little tricky at times, but you know what? Just try your best. Just try your best. You can do it if you try. You can do it if you try. It's a song we sing. So they have these kind of like spikes on their back. And they have another row of spikes right next to it. We won't do as many. I'm just going to go like this to show that there's more spikes. Now their spikes aren't as sharp as maybe a porcupine, but you'll know it when you see it. You'll be like, oh yeah, they got little spikes on their back. Let's get that nostril. So I'm going to be making kind of an oval shape. They're going to be at an angle. If you want, you can fill them in. Now for the teeth, their teeth kind of interlock like this. So some go up and some go down. And even though in real life it's a bit more random than this, what we're going to do is we're just going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then in the middle of this eye, go like that. Looks pretty happy. But there is actually an expression, and the expression is crocodile smile. If someone has a crocodile smile, it means that they're smiling, but it's not a nice smile. They're not happy to see you. They're not happy about what's happening. They might have some mean thoughts going on. So crocodile smile is when you're smiling, but you're not being nice about it. And that's kind of, I think, maybe what we could do for this one. So to make it look like it's not such a happy smile, see how I have this line going down here? So it slants down this way for that eyeball, and for this eye, it slants down that way as well. You know what? We can do the same. Or you can just have it be a straight line going across for the bottom. Ooh, he doesn't look very happy, does he? All right. I think we are ready to color. Actually, you know what? First, I should probably write its name. Crocodile. Cr, 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 cr. That's made with a CR sound. Craw, 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 ah, ah, ah. O, k, k, k. C, croco, O, d, 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 I, L. And now remember, in order to have I say its name, we need to put an E over here. Crocodile. All right. So what I think we should do, I think I'm going to color the eyes. Oh, don't want to lose my crayons. I'm going to color the eyes yellow. Not the eyelids though, just the middle part. Just the middle part. so I won't need much yellow. And then I have a darker green for the top and a lighter green for the belly. Sort of a two tones. So I'll show you what I mean. When I'm coloring up the belly, I'm not going to go above here. You see that line right there for the leg? I'm not going to go above that. You know, it might look nice if I connect it from this line right here all the way to the smile. I think that could look pretty good. While coloring in, make sure you do not color in the teeth, because the teeth wouldn't be green. No sir, no ma'am. All right. I'm going to continue over here. I'm going to go to the very tip of the tail. You know what? Maybe it'll look nice if I make the eyelids that kind of green. You know, it's a little too similar to the yellow. So I'll fix that when I go over it with the darker green. Let's see. Unfortunately, I'm very limited when it comes to the colors that I have. I only have a few colors of crayons. Normally, though, I probably would have chosen a slightly darker green for the body, but that's okay. Honestly, it's not entirely green either. That's usually just in cartoons, which is okay because we're drawing a cartoon right now. So this isn't a realistic crocodile. This is kind of a cartoon crocodile. Usually they have browns and blacks and grays. Yeah, this is where I'm going in and I'm coloring over those eyelids. I'm making them a little bit darker. So I think it looks a little bit better when those eyelids are a little bit darker. But maybe we can do that now. Let me look in my bucket here. Ooh, there's a brown. So maybe we can incorporate, that means add, some of the browns that I was talking about. I'm going like this. See these little stripes? They're not actually stripes in the way like a tiger or a zebra. It's more that the scales on their belly is different than the scales on the rest of their skin. I think it looks nice. Yeah, maybe I'll very lightly shade in. Very lightly. Maybe I can draw some of those scales over here. Crocodile. Doesn't that look nice? I think it does. All right. Well, I think I'll be making some more videos soon. And we're going to be continuing our African safari. I'm going to say we have 2 more animals in the African safari. So, I guess I will be seeing you then. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.